Hey, what's up, y'all? So yeah, it is time to do my week what's this week 10? No, week 10 um yes, week 10 college football recap. So I know that I wasn't able to, you know, do this video my mom yesterday, yeah, when I was getting my chair fixed. But now I'm back with y'all. How about we talk about this past weekend of college football, and talking about the biggest winners and losers. So I guess we will start with some of the more you know bigger games. Now we do have fraud alert. So the bank has put out a fraud alert on these teams. Tennessee, Alabama, and Clemson. So I guess we will start with this Tennessee and Georgia game. Of course, Georgia ended up winning 27 to 13, and Georgia was just the better team here. It was what, 24-6 at halftime. I know that a lot of Tennessee fans want to blame the rain. Like we would have won if it wouldn't have rained. It wasn't raining. Well, no, actually, if it hadn't rained, you would have lost a lot worse. You would have gotten blown out. We could have gotten into the 40s. If it wasn't raining. So it could have been more like 48 to 13. So there was just nothing much you could have done. Oh, Georgia paid the rain. That's right. Or we made it rain. That's right. Yeah, we made it rain. We used cloud seeding, like what they do in the Middle East to make it rain. And then remember when Tennessee fans said we weren't going to be able to stop Tennessee's offense. Well, not just Tennessee fans said that, but and then Tennessee fans who said that, oh, the road environment wasn't going to affect our offense. We run hurry up, silent count. Jalen Hyatt says otherwise. So yes, the crowd noise, hostile environment really was affecting the offense. So, but anyway, what if this game had been played in Neyland Stadium? Well, we still would have won. Just like we did, last year. Maybe would have been able to jump out to us on a lead early, but it would have been like last year. We would have adjusted to it, and we would have ended up scoring 40 plus, and we would have ended up blowing y'all out. The run game, may affect your passing game, but really this game was over at halftime. You had chances to stayed in the game. You know, I mean, you missed some shots. There were a couple of times when, when Jalen Hyatt got behind the defense, but you couldn't connect. So, yeah. I mean, because it was raining, the second half, we decided to, play conservative. We're not going to, risk turning the ball over. We're just going to, run the ball and get this win. So, but anyway, so yeah, Georgia is winning the, yeah, I mean, yes. So, yeah, we're winning the East. Yeah, we would have to lose to Mississippi State and Kentucky for Tennessee to win the East, and that's not going to happen. We're going to be going into Atlanta 12-0. So, but anyway, so back to us not being able to Eddie, close the door. Oh, I know, it would have been fine. All you had to do is just close the door and walk away. But now I'm going to have to edit. Now I'm going to have to edit this video, which I hate doing. I'm going to have to edit this video, which I hate doing. And now I'm going to have to edit this video, which I hate doing. I mean, if Daddy hadn't said anything, if he had just closed the door and walked away and hadn't said anything, I mean, it wouldn't have been that bad. But the fact that you left the door open. Anyway, so back to us not being able to stop Tennessee's offense, or the best offense in college football. What we held them to just 13 points when they'd averaged 49.8 a game, and we held them to a little more than half in terms of their total yards, to about 280. So yeah, that is just a little bit more than half of what they normally got, which was like 550 something. So, but anyway, so yeah, Tennessee, your season really is over. But I mean, this is still going to be a great season. I mean, if you can, win the rest of your games, if you don't have a letdown, you'll be 11-1. It probably means, Sugar Bowl. Maybe you end up playing, TCU in the Sugar Bowl. So, and now can we talk about Alabama and LSU? So yes, LSU did beat Alabama 32-31. Yeah, of course, LSU did win it. Yes, 32-31 in overtime. Yeah, so of course, let's see. So yeah, it was. Let's see. Let's go over the final moments. So first, it was that the tight end, true freshman, Mason Taylor caught a touchdown from Jaden Daniels, giving them the lead 24-21, and then Will Reichard, for like 22 seconds left, made a 46-yard field goal to send it into overtime. Yes, an Alabama kicker actually made a clutch kick from 40 plus. Yeah, miracle. But anyway, so then overtime, so Bama does score first. He was Roydell Williams was it with the 1-yard touchdown run, and then of course Jaden Daniels, ran for the touchdown in on LSU's possession. I think from the 25, right? I think that he ran it all the way. Yeah, that you ran it all the way in. So yeah, you ran it the whole 25 yards, and then he did throw it to Mason Taylor again for the 2-point conversion. So yeah, so I know that if that 2-point play fails, then we'd be having a totally different conversation. Yeah, that's their second loss. The first time Alabama's had 2 losses since 2019. Now, of course, there's a lot of talk about maybe Saban is slipping. He just doesn't have it anymore. Whatever it is, he doesn't have it anymore. He's he's washed up. Yeah. So yes, and I do think that that this is the end of the Alabama dynasty. Yes, I know that we've heard that before, but it really feels real this time. Like these Alabama teams, they're just not as dominant as they used to. I mean, really, they were lucky. I mean that they even. It was a miracle that they even made it to the national championship last year, and that is straight from Alabama fans. So yeah, and I guess it turns out that I guess yes, Brian Kelly did make the right choice leaving Notre Dame to come to LSU. This is why so we could beat Alabama, so we could actually win a national championship instead of every few years making the playoffs and then just getting blown out in the playoffs. So we tried to go to LSU, see if he could have success there and see if he could actually break through. And I mean, he may be on his way to accomplishing that. So I know it seemed like it didn't like it maybe looked like a bad hire for LSU, bad fit after what was it that they started 2-2 or 2-3 right after they lost to Florida State, and then got blown out at home by Tennessee. But I mean, it seems like they've really turned a corner. Starting with that blowout win over Ole Miss. So yeah. So I guess back to Alabama again. Well, this game was on the road. Alabama, struggles on the road. If we had played, Tennessee and LSU and Tuscaloosa, but you didn't play in Tuscaloosa. You see every other year you have to play LSU and Tennessee on the road. It just so happens that LSU and Tennessee were both really good in a year that they happen to be really good. I mean, that's just how the the cookie crumbles. I mean, and yes, I know that you've lost those two losses by a combined 5, but the point is that you lost those games. It's the Alabama that we used to know would find a way to win these games. Instead, you found a way to lose. So, and it did seem like, Bryce Young was the only thing holding this together, and even that wasn't enough this time. And after, Bryce is gone, what are you going to do? I think it really is, time to cut ties with Bill O'Brien and Pete Golding, if you're, just get better coordinators, if you're going to salvage this. So anyway, so now LSU has, all but clinched the SEC West. I mean, all they have to do is beat either Arkansas or Texas A&M, but those are, both on the road. So, but I don't see any way that you lose both of them. So I guess, Alabama, you're being left out of the SEC championship. So I guess we'll see you next year. But anyways, I think I've talked enough about that one. How about Clemson and Notre Dame? Yes, so Notre Dame did beat Clemson 34-14. Yes, the Taters fall to the Golden Domers. Yeah, yeah, Clemson got exposed. That's just what happened. That they had a lot of close wins against teams like Wake Forest and Syracuse. Those are not that those aren't good teams. NC State, yeah, those are good teams, but yeah, showing a lot of cracks in those games, though. But so what? So it was 14-0, right? And then so then you decided to take DJ out. Yeah, put Cade Klubnik in, and what does he do? Guess he goes out and throws an interception. To Benjamin Morrison, right? Since that lets Notre Dame set up shop. Already in the red zone, they go ahead and score, right? So you take Klubnik back out. You put the ukulele back in. Yes, and then he throws a pick six. Yeah, so Morrison with his second interception, and that made it 28-0, and then it was over at that point. Yes, Clemson did score two touchdowns in garbage time, but it didn't matter at that point. So anyway, so Notre Dame, we just can't figure them out. Sometimes, yes, the same Notre Dame that lost to Marshall and Stanford, is beating teams like Clemson and North Carolina. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, now Notre Dame could be either. Yeah, am I gonna have to rank Notre Dame now, we'll see. I mean, they should win their next two. They got Navy and Boston College. And they do play on the road at Southern Cal. I think that's winnable. I think that game's a toss-up. So maybe 9-3 or 8-4 for Notre Dame. And meanwhile, as for Clemson, yeah, I mean, this is just one loss. I mean, they're not out of it. They're not out of anything. I mean, they'll still win. They'll still win the Atlantic. I mean, and they still have a shot in the playoffs. They still got everything to play for. So anyway, yes and no. I don't know what Clemson should do about his quarterback situation, right? I think that you should just that I guess you need to just stick with DJ. I think it's probably kind of too late at this point to make the switch with 3 weeks left. I mean, you'll win the rest of your games. So, I mean, yeah, the rest of your schedule is pretty easy. So, and then let's see, yeah, anything else? Yes, those are obviously the big games where I wanted to address the big stuff first, right? Now let's look at some of these games, some of these other games that I picked for the week. Yes, Georgia was an 8-point favorite over Tennessee. Yeah, I did take Tennessee with the 8 points. I thought it would be a close game. Now let's see, Alabama was a 13.5-point favorite. It'd take LSU to cover the 13.5. Not only did they cover, but they actually won. Yeah, I thought about picking LSU, but I didn't have the balls to pull the trigger for LSU to beat Alabama like I did with Tennessee to beat Alabama. So Clemson was a 3.5-point favorite over Notre Dame. Obviously, I picked them, and obviously they lost. So now let's see. Anyway, right, so other games. Let's see, App State and Coastal Carolina. It seems like I underestimated Coastal Carolina. They did end up beating App State 35-28. App State was a 3-point favorite. I picked them to cover, and obviously they did not. See, now Oregon State and Washington. Washington was a 4.5-point favorite. I actually did take Washington State to cover. They did not. But they did win, though, 24-21. Yeah, they did win it with a last-second field goal. So, let's see. So now, Air Force was a 7-point favorite over Army. I did take those 7 points. They did not cover. But they did win, though. Yeah, they did beat Army 13-7. Yes, and they clinched the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, having already beat Navy. So let's see, Kentucky beat Missouri 21-17. Kentucky was a 1-point favorite. I picked them to cover, and they did. Now there was a controversial call toward the end of that game. Roughing the punter called against Mizzou. I mean, it didn't, rob them of, the game directly, but it did deprive them of a chance to, get the ball back to try to win the game. Apparently, if the punter is outside the tackle box, then he's supposed to be fair game. So, but anyway, so let's see. Florida and Texas A&M. Yeah, Florida actually was 3.5-point underdog. I did pick them to win, and they did. It was 41-24. Now Florida found some defense in the second half. They did end up shutting A&M out, and they did end up scoring 3 touchdowns in the second half and ended up blowing them out. Yeah, this is a win that, Florida, really needed. It looks like Sunbelt Billy slowed his losing down. So anyway, that's Texas A&M. Yeah, I mean, A&M, what are you doing? I mean, getting blown out by Sunbelt Billy. I'm just saying, sorry, A&M. Yeah, y'all are stuck with Bimbo Fisher. Again, like I keep saying, y'all gave him this raise, an extension. Y'all would owe him $90 million. I mean, what are y'all doing? Paying him, all this money. And how's that number 1 class working out? Not good. It's just signed the number 1 recruiting class. Now you're about to go 5-7, or maybe even 4-8. Yeah, it depends on what happened in that Auburn game. I mean, this is just embarrassing and sad. I mean, and honestly, I do feel feel bad for A&M fans. I mean, yeah, the fans don't deserve this. But anyway, so now let's see what are the games. Yeah, Texas Tech and TCU. Yeah, so TCU was an 8.5-point favorite and actually did take Texas Tech to cover, but they did not. Anyway, so yeah, TCU wins 34-24. Yeah, TCU has done it again with a fourth quarter comeback. They stay undefeated. And then let's see. Yeah, Georgia Tech beat Virginia Tech. Yeah, they were a 3-point underdog. I actually picked them to win. And they did, yeah, 28-27. Yeah, Georgia Tech with an amazing fourth quarter comeback. Yeah, it's too bad this game was on ESPN3. So, no one got to see it, but yeah. But yeah, besides, Tech fans, but yeah. But anyway, so I thought that, so I guess I do owe Georgia Tech an apology. I thought that they, couldn't win without Jeff Sims. Yeah, I did pick, Georgia Tech because I thought that, Jeff Sims, might be back, but he wasn't. So I said, but yeah, so I said y'all couldn't win without him. Y'all had no chance. But you know what? Y'all won it with Zach Pyron. So good job. Now Tech does keep their slim bowl hopes alive, but it's not going to happen. I mean, they might beat Miami, but they're not. But I don't think they're beating North Carolina, and they're definitely not beating Georgia. So anyway, so let's see what else on the list. Let's see, UCF, Memphis. Yeah, it took Memphis to win. They were a 3.5-point favorite, and they did cover. So it was 35 to 28, but. Yes, looks like UCF is going to stay ranked this time. Yes, in this one, Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas. Are you serious? Liberty? Yeah, Liberty? Really? Wow. I mean, I really thought Arkansas was going to win. They were 14.5-point favorite. I mean, I said they cover that easily. I guess I was wrong about Liberty. I guess they are legit after all. But yes, Liberty did beat Arkansas 21-19. I mean, yes, it was 21-0 Liberty at halftime. The Razorbacks did come back in the second half, but but they did fall just short. Needed a 2-point conversion, didn't get it. So yeah, I mean, looks like Liberty is going to, you know, finish the season. I mean, they literally play, you know, nobody. I mean, their hardest game left is Virginia Tech. I mean, they should be Virginia Tech, so they should end up finishing 11-1. Will it be enough to get into the New Year's Six? We'll see. Let's see, what else haven't we talked about? Let's see. Yes, Texas beat Kansas State. Yeah, they were a 2.5-point favorite. I actually picked Kansas State with the upset, but it didn't work out. Texas did win 34-27. Yeah, I mean, do I have to rank Texas now? Yes, I think that this week, you know, I'll probably have to have our first 3-loss ranked teams. So let's see. And now, yes. So now Miami got absolutely obliterated by Florida State, 45-3. And yes, the score is as and yes, the game went exactly how you'd think it would have gone, given the score. Yes, the stats do back that up. Yes, but I mean, it's not like Miami had 8 turnovers or anything crazy like that. I mean, they only had 4 turnovers, but yeah. I mean, it shows that, Miami is just really bad. I mean, it's really, not their year. I mean, is Miami the most disappointing team in college football? Yeah, I think they could be. I mean, Miami still has, small chance of making it to a bowl. You're not beating Clemson, but I mean, Georgia Tech and Pitt are both winnable. So anyway, but I mean, I know that that a lot of Miami fans, don't even want to go to a bowl. I mean, they're ready, for this season to be over, and who can blame them? I mean, for not wanting to play, Louisiana Tech in the walk-on bowl, right? To end up losing. So yeah. And let's see, yeah, Florida State is a lot better than I thought they would be this year. I thought they'd be, 6-6. I thought they'd be around 500, but it looks like they're gonna finish strong here. So, and then anyway, let's see, Wake Forest, NC State. Wake Forest was favored by 4, but actually NC State won. I think I said it on my predictions video. I thought that NC State was screwed without Devin Leary. But yeah, but I was wrong. Yeah, they actually did beat Wake Forest with MJ Morris. So yeah. So anyway, so I guess now we can talk about some games that, you know, aren't on the list. Let's see. So where should we start? Oh yeah, let's talk about, how about Kansas? Yeah, shout out to Kansas. Yeah, they beat Oklahoma State 37-16. Yeah, we'll talk about Oklahoma State in a minute. But yeah, Kansas is bowl eligible for the first time since 2008, when they beat Minnesota in the Insight Bowl. And then, of course, the year after that was 2009, when they actually started 5-0, just like this year, and then went 0-7 the rest of the way, and then they've just been, just terrible ever since. I think that the last 12 seasons they had never won more than 3 games, and now they're going to be at least 6-6. So, yeah. And then let's see. And as for Oklahoma State, I mean, no, I don't know what has happened to Oklahoma State. I mean, now they've lost 2 in a row. They've lost to Kansas. They got blown out by Kansas State and Kansas in back-to-back weeks. I mean, what's going on? I mean, yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be TCU and Texas right now are, in front of the Big 12. I mean, I still think Baylor Baylor, Kansas State and Kansas, I think they all have an outside shot. I mean, they are in the hunt. So, but anyway, so then, yeah, talk about Illinois. Yes, Illinois did lose to Michigan State with 23-15. So, yeah, Illinois now takes their, second loss. I know that a lot of fans wanted Michigan State to lose. They wanted them to have that, karma for when they attacked those 2 Michigan players. But anyway, so, and then speaking of Purdue, yeah, their next closest competitor in the Big Ten West, yeah, they just got blown out by Iowa, 24-3. Yeah, so this is going to be a big game between Illinois and Purdue. Yeah, whoever wins that game is going to end up playing the winner of Michigan and Ohio State. So, let's see. So, while I'm talking about conference championships, do you think Clemson? I do think it's pretty much a lock that it's going to be Clemson and North Carolina. Speaking of North Carolina, yeah, they did almost lose to Virginia, but they didn't. So, and then let's see, anything else? Yeah, let's see. In the Pac-12, there's probably going to be Oregon versus one of UCLA, USC, or Utah. They each only have one loss in the Pac-12. let's see any more top 25. Yeah, let's see, Tulane did beat Tulsa 27-13. Let's see, yeah. And then there were a lot of, blowout wins. Yeah, Penn State destroyed Illinois. Oregon annihilated Colorado. Michigan obliterated Rutgers. Not much. Know that Ohio State is catching a lot of heat for only beating Northwestern 21-7, even though it was raining and 40-mile-an-hour winds. So I mean, I'm not really gonna bash them too much. But let's see, anything else important? Anything else worthy of note? Oh yeah, let's see. USC did have that struggle win against Cal. Yeah, they did only end up winning by 6 points, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't a fault of the offense. That was on the defense, giving up 400 passing yards. Let's see. Anything else? How about some bottom 10? Yeah, ULM did beat Texas State, so that has some serious implications on the bottom 10. Let's see. Let's see. I can't really think of anything else. I guess that's about it. But anyway, so if you're still here, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.